All right. Hello and welcome to DWTT. I'm Gary, and this is my five for the Southampton Premier League game that just happened. Arsenal won 3-1, and it started out a little iffy, but then we were able to pull it out at the end. Definitely enjoyed it. There were some dull times, but then there were a lot of good things to see and good things to talk about. My five going into this game, the players that I thought I would have to look into were Cedric, Partey, Saka, Smith Rowe, and Pepe. Of those five, only one of them didn't make the draw for my five, and that was Partey. It was good to see him out there, but he didn't give as much as I thought he would. But he's still coming back from injury, and I'm just happy to have him back on the field. I think his bad days are still good, so I'll take that. But my five for this game were Cedric, Holding, Saka, Smith Rowe, and Pepe. And kind of maybe I'll go in reverse order, and you kind of know why. All right, so we'll start with Pepe. He started out rough, and there were glimpses of the Villa game when Southampton got their first goal. Pepe was marking a man right around the box, 18, and decided to step away from him. And on the cross, the ball came out, and that man was the man that got his foot on the ball and was able to put it home for the goal. Uh, it was a little, oh, come on, Pepe, you could do better. And but you know what? He didn't, and they got the goal. But he was able to redeem himself later on, and was able to hold up the defender that was on his back, and was able to slot the ball home before the goalie could get to the post. So for that, I'll take it because I'll take a good and bad Pepe if I'm going to get that. He seemed to be a little bit more involved in the game. Didn't feel like I was missing him in terms of just disappearing from the game as much as I have in the past. I say there's a lot more work there, but I'll take this. He did look a little bit better out there playing where he was. Will he be able to play there going forward? Probably not. Maybe, but he did look better today. And is that because we had close to our starting 11 out there? It could be. Hope so. That's what we want to see. We want to be able to plug and play our players and not lose too much. Today started out a little rough. Aubameyang, is still out with personal and issues that he's working on. Kieran Tierney still bothered by I think it's a leg injury. So we have to deal with some of our starters not available to us. Next up is Smith Rowe. Um, I like him. I think by having him out in the field, I think he gives us something that, of course, nobody else does. Gives us some presence out there. He didn't provide any assists today, but I believe having him out there is a plus for us, and he keeps things moving. I did see him make a couple of bad plays, but you know what? I'll take that. He's still young, but all in all, having him out there in the field is a plus, and I think we're used to having him out there is probably one of the things that we need to keep us in our winning ways. Next up is Saka. He's been a consistent player for us all year, and today was no different. Came out there, looked really good on his attacks. He had both a goal and an assist today. Really nice to see. Um, really good. I'll take that every day, and that's what we get from him. Really good player. I saw the Southampton players knocking him down, and that's what they do. That's what he's going to have to get used to and kind of get work on it in off season, I guess, to get a little bit stronger because they're going to keep taking him down because he's such a good player. They have no choice because he's a little too fast for them. He's always thinking ahead, and he puts them in bad situations. So I'll take that from Saka. His goal came out when Cedric was able to get to the touchline and pass it back to him, and he's able to put it home. So that was pretty good to see. Next up, I have his Holding. The last game I didn't think he had a good game, but today I believe he showed up a little bit when we needed him. I there were a couple of plays where defenders were out of position, and he was there to at least to get in the way of the opponents and to stem any attack that they have. So I gave him the nod today. Really enjoyed his effort on the field today. And you know what? With Louise out there, I thought maybe they would be okay. It seemed like they would be okay, but Louise was having a bad day. But Holden was able to back him up, and that's what we want to see, right? Our players should be able to help each other out when one of them is kind of not playing up to par. Louise probably is not one of the players we should have to depend on as much, but when he's out there, he's been pretty good, and today just wasn't that day. So that's Holding. And last but not least, Cedric. With Kieran Tierney out, we needed to have a left back out there, and Cedric he came out and did that. He looked really good. He put in some crosses. For me, it was pretty good on the defense. He was, got in there and I just think all in all, he had a really good day. It was good to see. We didn't miss Kieran Tierney as much as we could have, or should have, or we have in the past. So it was good to see him. I think he just needs more games, and that's probably the same about Pepe. He just needs more games to get his confidence up, and then he should be well. So Cedric looked really good out there. Does that mean he gets to continue to play and maybe he moves out to the right? We'll see. But it's good to see him out there. That's one of the things we've been lacking. We've seen some of these players come in and they just haven't been able to perform, or they have been injured, like him. So he's finally back, and hopefully this is what we're going to get from him consistently. Yeah, you're probably wondering why. Yeah, one of the plays I did miss today was Lacazette, and he had a good game. He scored. Should have scored at least twice. Had a opportunity early in the game, just him and the goalie. He got pass, came to him, and he had an opportunity to go put the ball in the far corner, and he tried to go. I assume he tried. I'm hoping he miskicked it, but he kicked it kind of right at the goalie's legs, and he was able to stop it. But then he got a chance later on. Where Cedric and Saka were able to work 1-2 and get a cross into him for an easy tap in. So that was, like I said, has been working really well with these young players. I think he likes the movement that's going on around him, and it frees him up and allows him to perform. So that's it for my 5. All in all, I think we played a really good games. Much better than the last time we played Southampton with our second team. I think we've probably got some questions answered as far as who we can play together and who we can't. This lineup, it's probably one of our, is a strong lineup for us, minus some of our key players. But I think by having I think Smith Rowe, Saka, even Partey, but Cedric showed today. Leno does what he always does. He made some saves today, and all in all, we did really good. I didn't even have to mention my favorite speller in Xhaka, but they did okay today. Xhaka even got an assist, so it was really good game all around. So, thank you for my 5. This is Gary at DWTT saying, "Come on, you Gunners," and I'll just leave you with my favorite words. Life is a journey. Don't waste the trip. Enjoy the ride. All right, thank you.